Hello students. So in this class we will discuss total internal reflection. In the last class we had seen critical angle and there I mentioned about this point total internal reflection. We had seen one ray diagram. Okay, in that case I told about total internal reflection. But in this class we will discuss elaborately what is the condition of total internal reflection, different ray diagrams. Okay, and we will also see today one simulation. Okay, simulation related to critical angle and total internal reflection. So keep watching. Okay, so everyone open your book. Okay, open your book, page number 94.4.16, total internal reflection. Okay, so first thing is we have to go to rarer from denser medium. Okay, the ray will travel through denser medium. Okay, then it will enter into rarer medium. Okay, enter into rarer medium. So it will bend away from the normal. Okay, we all know denser to rarer, it will bend away from the normal. This is incident angle I, this is angle of refraction R, which is greater than I. Okay, and when it is entering into the second medium, that means incident angle is less than the critical angle for these two pair of medium. Here what will happen? Few incident light will get reflected back. Okay, few, very small amount of incident light. We will see the intensity, everything I will show you in the simulation. And most of the part of light will refract into the second medium. Okay, after that, if we increase this incident angle, then at particular angle, at one particular angle, we will get the refracted ray is going along the interface. For a particular angle of incidence in denser medium, we will get the angle of refraction 90 degree. Okay, that angle is called critical angle. Okay, R will be 90. That angle is called critical angle. Okay, okay. In this case also, few very small amount of light will get reflect back in the denser medium, and most of the light will reflect along the interface. But if we increase the angle of incidence, and if we take the angle of incidence which is more than critical angle, then what will happen? Then we have seen that it will totally reflect back in the denser medium. This is suppose second ray, this is first ray. First ray will go here and second ray will come here. This is also first ray, this is reflected ray, very small amount of light will get reflected. But in this case, in second case, when incident angle is greater than critical angle, then all the light will reflect back. No light will enter into this medium. All the light will reflect back in the denser medium. Okay. So here we'll see the ray diagram. Okay. And we'll see the condition and the definition. For that reason, everyone, open your book. Open your book. Okay. So this is the introduction part. Then come to the definition. Okay. Come to the definition. I'm drawing the ray diagram. Then I'm explaining the definition. Okay, drawing the ray diagram, then I'm explaining the definition. So this is the interface of two medium. Okay, this is the normal. Give name n prime. N prime is the normal. This is denser medium, and this is rarer medium. Okay, here light is incidenting, where angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. Then all the light will reflect back in the denser medium. No light will enter into the second medium or in the rarer medium. All light will enter. Okay, this is also equal to I. It will follow the law of reflection. If this light is 100% intensity, this light will also have 100% intensity. We will see it in the simulation. I'll show you. Okay, just wait. I'll show you. Okay. So this is the diagram. Now come to the definition. Definition, everyone mark it in your book. The definition, it is there inside a blue box, and this is figure 4.45. Figure 4.45. Every diagram you will practice. Come to the definition of total internal reflection. So when a ray of light traveling from denser to rarer medium, okay, and the angle of incidence in the denser medium, is greater than the critical angle of what? Critical angle of this pair of media. Okay, so when light is incidenting from denser to rarer medium, okay, light is traveling from denser to rarer medium, and angle of incidence in the denser medium is greater than the critical angle of the two pair of media, then what will happen? All the light will reflect back in the denser medium from the interface of two media. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. Mark it in your book. I am reading it from your book. When a ray of light traveling in a denser medium is incident at the surface of a rarer medium at the angle of incidence greater than the critical angle for the pair of media, the ray is totally reflected back into the denser medium. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. Okay, I hope you all have noted down. Okay, just after that definition, one heading is there: essential conditions for the total internal reflection. Okay, that is also very, very important question. Essential conditions for total internal reflection. So what are the conditions? Two conditions are there, very, very important. Mark it. First condition: the ray should travel from denser to rarer medium. The ray should travel from denser to rarer medium. The ray should travel from denser to rarer medium. Okay, denser to rarer medium. And second point is, okay, second point of total internal reflection. Total internal reflection will not occur at any angle of incidence. There is a condition. The condition is the angle of incidence in the denser medium should be greater than the critical angle of the pair of media. The angle of incidence in denser medium, should be greater than the critical angle, of the two pair of media, Okay, so these are the two conditions. It will not occur at any angle of incidence. It will occur for those angles which are greater than the angle of critical angle, which are greater than the critical angle of the two pair of media. Okay, note it down, everyone. Note it down. So in this case, intensity will not decrease. Okay, with time intensity will not change. Intensity will be constant. Okay, but in normal reflection, if you take mirror and light, normal reflection, okay, in that case the intensity of light will go on decreasing and the reflected light will not be 100% intensity. It will decrease. Okay, so let's see that simulation. Okay, so we have taken this one glass medium and this one air medium. Okay, I have taken blue color of light. Okay, so this is the thing initially. Okay, so if we take any angle, then you can easily see that most of the light is refracting. Okay, they are entering into the second medium. A faint amount of light, okay, very small amount of light is reflecting in the same medium. So if you see about the intensity, okay, so our incident light 100% intensity. Look at the refracted light, 90.6% intensity. So here intensity is decreased. Okay, intensity is decreasing. Okay, and the reflected light 9.33%, very small amount. I have told that very small amount of light will get reflected back. Okay. Now in this case, when light is incidenting from rarer into denser medium, you will not get any angle for which total internal reflection will occur. You will not get any angle, right? So our condition was the rays would travel from denser to rarer, denser to rarer. So I am taking this one, okay, just I am changing the medium. This one is suppose, just a second, yes, this one is suppose glass, okay, and second medium is air now, okay, yes, yes. So now light is incidenting from denser to rarer medium. Check the intensity. This is 100%. Okay. Refracted light 91.04% and reflected light 8.96%. Okay. Very small amount of light is reflecting back. You can also check the angle of incidence, angle of reflection, and angle of refraction. Okay. Denser to rarer, light will bend away from the normal. Now I am increasing the angle of incidence. Increasing the angle of incidence, you can observe the refracted ray. That one is going towards the interface, going towards the interface. And just, yes, just if we increase a little bit, yes, yes, okay. So here, look, no light is entering into the air medium. All light has gone back to the denser medium. And here this angle is 41.8 degree, which I told in the last class that for glass air interface, you will get the critical angle value almost 42 degree, almost 42 degree. Yes, this is the value you can see. Okay, so our experiment and theory both are correct. Check the intensity. So incident light 100%. Total internal reflected light also 100%. Okay, but in normal reflection case, you will not get this thing. Okay, in normal reflection case also the reflected light, you will not get it 100% intensity. Okay, you will not get it back. Okay, some amount of light will be absorbed by the reflector. Okay, so this is the critical angle. Then if you increase it, okay, it will follow, simply it will follow the law of reflection. Okay. Okay, now we'll check with water air medium. For water air, we know the value of critical angle is almost 49 degree. So let's see. Let's see. Yes, I am increasing, and this almost 48.5. That means almost 49 degree. Check the intensity 100%. Total internal reflected light 100%. Okay. This is almost equal to critical angle 48.5 degree, which is for water air interface. So everything we have checked in this experiment, that is in total internal reflection case, no light will enter into the rarer medium. Okay, or you can tell second medium. All the light will reflected back. All the light will reflect back in the denser medium. If we take incident light as 100% intensity, total internal reflected light will also be 100% intensity. Okay, so I hope you have understood this part. Okay, I'm stopping it and then I'm going to the next thing. So students, next we will see the refraction and total internal reflection of light rays at different angles of incidence. Okay, you will get this thing in your book, page number 95. Page number 95, we will discuss figure 4.46. Okay, we will discuss figure 4.46. Okay, so let me draw the diagram first of all. Okay, and you all draw. Let me draw the diagram and you also, all of you, draw the diagram. Okay, for drawing the diagram, you will keep in mind few points. That is, you have to draw normal at the point of incidence. Okay, you have to draw normal at the point of incidence. You have to show the angle of incidence, angle of refraction. And now we have to keep in mind two things. First one is refraction, and second one is total internal reflection. Okay, I hope you all know the conditions. Okay, so suppose the object is here. Object is here. I am giving name as it is given in your book. So this is A. Okay. First of all, a ray is going along the normal. Then what will happen? A ray is going along the normal. What will happen? What will happen? No deviation. No deviation. It will go along the normal, right? It will go along the normal. So give name O. This is O. This is A prime. Okay. Second ray. Second ray. Suppose this one. This is second ray. Okay. Always draw normal. Okay, always draw normal. So I tell this thing always, the draw normal at the point of incidence. Okay, and its name is P here. Its name is P. This is angle of incidence. This is angle of incidence. For this ray, angle of incidence is less than critical angle. Angle of incidence is less than critical angle, and obviously this is rarer medium, and this is denser medium, because the total internal reflection, and we'll get the critical angle also when light goes from denser to rare. Okay, so what will happen here? Light will bend direct, light will bend direct. And I had shown in the simulation that all the light will not enter into the second medium. All the light will not enter into the second medium. Some light, few amount of light will get reflected back in the denser medium. That means partly reflected and partly refracted. Give name as is given in your book. This is seen, and partly reflected. Partly reflected. Okay, partly reflected. So its name is given in your book, that is B. And reflected means angle of reflection, angle of incidence is the same. Okay. Okay. Third ray. Third ray. This is third ray. This is third ray. Okay. This is third ray. So always draw normal. Draw normal. Yes. Draw normal. This is the normal. This is the normal. Now here suppose incident angle is equal to critical angle. I is equal to C. Critical angle for these two pair of media. Incident angle equal to critical angle. So in this case, what will happen? What will happen? The refracted ray will go along the interface, right? Refracted ray will go along the interface. Refracted ray will go along the interface, and angle of refraction in the rarer medium will be 90 degree. But here also you will get some reflected light. Give its name Q, and this is C prime. And some light partly reflected. Okay, partly reflected. And it will follow the law of reflection. That means this one will also be I, which is equal to C. So if this is suppose 42 degree, this will also be 42 degree. Okay. Okay. And the third ray for which the angle of incidence is greater, than the critical angle. For which the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. Okay. Here name is given R. This is R. This is angle of incidence where I is greater than C. Then what will happen? Very interesting thing will happen. That is, no light will enter into the rarer medium. Okay, into the second medium. All the light will get reflected back, because this is total internal reflection. All the light will get reflected back. All the light will get reflected back in the denser medium. It will follow the law of reflection, obviously. So this angle is also equal to I. Okay, give name here B double prime. This is B prime and B double prime. Okay, B prime and B double prime. Okay, so normal incidence, all ray will enter into the second medium. Okay, along the normal. Okay. Second case for AP ray, angle of incidence is less than critical angle. Okay, less than critical angle means you will get refraction. Okay, light will enter into the second medium, where angle of refraction will obviously be greater than angle of incidence, because it is entering into rarer medium. But here you will get some light is reflecting back in the denser medium. That means partly refracted and partly reflected. For ray AQ, where angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, here what will happen? The refracted ray will go along the interface. That means angle of refraction in the rarer medium will be equal to 90 degree. Okay, in this case also you will get partly reflected light. Okay, so partly refracted. Here special thing, that refracted ray will go along the interface and partly reflected. For the fourth ray AR, where angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, Okay, in this case no light will enter into this medium. All the light, 100% light will reflect back in the tensor medium. Okay, although there is no mirror, but it will reflect back. Okay, because we have already learned about the total internal reflection, critical angle. Okay, so here it is totally reflected back. Okay, so this is the diagram given in your book. Okay, figure 4.46. Okay, here no refraction. Okay, no refraction, 100% reflection. Clear? Clear? Now come to the next thing, total internal reflection in a prism. Total internal reflection in a prism. We'll discuss the first diagram, that is to deviate a ray of light through 90 degree. Okay, first diagram, to deviate a ray of light through 90 degree. Okay, so I am using this. Okay, you all practice the diagrams, very important, because from this chapter you will not get much numerical. Okay, you will get this type of diagrammatic question, short question related to the diagrams. Okay, you can draw the diagrams properly. Okay, properly means ray will be straight, draw normal, give name of all the ray normals. Okay, you will get full. Okay, so for next thing, total internal reflection in a prism. We'll discuss the first one, to deviate a ray of light through 90 degree. So A, to deviate a ray of light, to deviate a ray of light through 90 degree. Through 90 degree. Okay, to deviate a ray of light through 90 degree. Okay. Here, no need to mug up. Just you have to understand the points. You have to understand the points. Okay. So this is an right angled isosceles triangle. Okay. Right angled isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means here the base and height will be equal. Here base and height will be equal. Okay. Base and height will be equal. Okay, base and height will be equal. Clear? Clear? So give name A, B, C. Because in this way it is given, yes, A, B, C. Isosceles means this angle will be 45 degree and this angle will also be 45 degree. This is a glass prism. Okay, this is a glass prism. Glass prism, outside air. So critical angle for glass air interface is 42, around 42 degree. We had seen in that simulation, right? Around 42 degree. Okay. So draw the diagram. So first ray, we are taking two rays. Okay. Taking two rays. This is one ray. Okay. It is incidenting on the surface AB along the normal. Incidenting on the surface AB. On the surface AB along the normal. Okay, this is incident. Suppose here one object is there, and these two rays are taken from the two extreme points of this object. Okay, so this is one ray. Give name PQ, P prime, Q prime. PQ and P prime, Q prime. So normal incidence, here it is 90 degree. Normal incidence means what? No deviation. You all know. Normal incidence means you all know. No deviation. Okay, no deviation. So they have entered inside the prism without any deviation. Okay, okay. Now when it is incidenting on the surface AC, here draw normal on the surface AC. Draw normal. This is one normal, and this is another normal. Right. Yes. This is another normal. Draw normal. Okay. Now find the angle of incidence, because what will happen here we don't know. Okay, because here it is not normal incidence. Here angle of incidence is this. What will happen here we don't know, because the light is going from denser to rarer medium. This is denser glass. Outside it is air, so it is going from denser to rarer medium. So find angle of incidence. This is 45. This is 90. So this one will also be 45 degree. This is normal. That means the whole angle, this part is 90. Okay, whole angle is 90. This part is 45. So the rest part will also be 45 degree. 45 degree. And this is a parallel ray. So this one will also be 45 degree. Now angle of incidence in the tensor medium is 45 degree. Okay, so 45 degree is greater than the critical angle. So angle of incidence I, which is equal to 45 degree, is greater than the angle critical angle for glass air interface, and which is equal to 42 degrees. So 45 degrees is greater than the 42 degree. Angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. So what will happen? What will happen? So in this case, at surface AC, what will happen? What will happen? Which phenomena will occur? Internal total internal reflection will occur. Total internal reflection will occur. Okay. So at AC, total internal reflection will occur. Okay. So total internal reflection means it will follow the law of reflection. It will follow the law of reflection. Okay. It will follow the law of reflection. Okay. Yes. This. So again here normal incidence at BC. At surface BC, it is normal incidence. Okay. At surface BC, normal incidence. Normal incidence means what? Normal incidence means it will go undeviatedly. Okay. Without any deviation. Without any deviation, it will go out from the prism, from the glass prism. It will go out from the glass prism. Okay. So this is the complete diagram. PQ, this ray is coming from the top. Okay. So here you will get the arrow. The image will be like this. Here you will get the arrow. Okay, so this is the ray diagram. Okay, nicely you have to practice. Okay, this ray diagram is very, very important, and when you are drawing the ray diagram, try to mention the angles also. Okay, whenever you can find the angle, like here, you can find the angle. So find the angle and show it, that which is the incident angle, and right here that incident angle is greater than the critical angle. So at AC, total internal reflection will occur. This is one question. Okay, this is one question. Which phenomena will occur at AC? Okay, which surface among AB, BC, AC, which surface will behave like a reflected surface? Okay, or reflecting surface. So which surface will behave like a reflecting surface? Reflecting surface means only reflection will occur. So reflecting surface. So which surface will behave like a reflecting surface? From where light is reflecting? From AC surface. So here reflecting surface means AC. Reflecting surface means AC. Another question, what about the deviation here? What about the deviation? Already I have written here, to deviate a ray of light through 90 degrees. So what about the deviation? This was the actual path, right? And this is the final path. So angle of deviation is 90 degrees. So angle of deviation delta. Angle of deviation is denoted by delta. So delta is equal to 90. So these are the different type of questions. Suppose first question, complete the ray diagram. Second question, which phenomena is occurring at surface AC? Okay. Which surface among AB, BC, AC is behaving like a reflecting surface? Okay. What is the angle of deviation? Okay. What is the angle of deviation? So these are different types of questions that you can get from this ray diagram. Okay. So this is one ray diagram we have discussed today. Another we will discuss from the example. Okay. Another we will discuss from the example. So come to our next ray diagram, that question number 4 example. Okay, question number 4 example. I am reading the question, then I am drawing. So a critical angle for material of which the equilateral prism ABC shown in the figure is made is 60 degree. So critical angle for that prism is given C equal to 60 degree. Okay, this is question number 4 example. Which kind of prism? Equilateral triangular prism. Okay, equilateral triangular prism. Nicely you will draw again and again. I am telling, nicely you will draw. You know how to draw equilateral triangle, right? So nicely you will draw. Okay, I am not telling that exactly you have to draw, but try to draw as much as possible. Okay. So this is looking like a right angle, equilateral triangle. Give them A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C. Okay, okay. After that, it is given a ray of light incident on the side AB of the prism is refracted along DE. So incident light is not given, just it is written. that when the incident light is entering inside the prism, okay, then refracted ray is going like this, okay, going like this along DE. This is D and this is E, okay, okay, and the angle is also shown, okay. DE is such that the angle it makes with the side AC, is 150 degree, okay, with the side AC is 150 degree. This angle is 150 degree. 150 degree, okay, and EDB is given 90 degree. EDB is given 90. Keep in mind this is equilateral triangular prism. So obviously we will draw normal here first of all, right? Draw normal here first of all. This is the normal, right? This is the normal. So equilateral triangular prism means this angle is 60 degree. This angle is 60 degree. Okay. So again it is going from denser to rarer. Outside it is air and here it is denser medium. So this is denser and this is air, that means rarer. Okay. So when light is going from denser to rarer medium, first work is find the angle of incidence because critical angle is given here. So find the angle of incidence. Which is the angle of incidence? This one. This is the angle of incidence I. Okay. What will be its value? Now this is normal. This is normal to the surface AC. That means this angle is 90. This angle is 90, right? Total angle is 150. So the rest of the angle will be what? Rest of the angle will be 150 minus 90 degree equal to 60 degree. Okay. So angle of incidence in the denser medium, okay, at the interface of denser and rarer is 60. So angle of incidence I equal to 60 degree. So you can easily see that I equal to here critical angle which is equal to 60. So when incident angle is equal to the critical angle for the pair of media, then what will happen? Angle of refraction in the rarer medium will be 90 degree. Angle of refraction in the rarer medium will be 90 degree. So 90 degree means what? 90 degree means it will go along the interface. It will go along the interface, okay, along the interface. So this is the angle of refraction. This is the angle of refraction 90 degree, okay, in the rarer medium 90 degree, okay. So here this is the ray diagram, okay, not much. This is the ray diagram. So when light is going from denser to rarer, always you check the incident angle and check it whether incident angle is greater than critical angle or less than critical angle or equal to critical angle. If it is greater, then total internal reflection. If it is equal, then it will go along the interface, okay, making angle of refraction in rarer medium 90 degree. And if it is less than critical angle, then mainly refraction, okay. So this is the topic for today, okay. We have discussed the total internal reflection, its definition, okay, its condition. Then we have seen the simulation. In the simulation I have shown that in total internal reflection there will be no decrease in the intensity of image, okay. If we take intensity of object is 100%, intensity of image will also be 100%, okay. Then you have to keep in mind two things now, because we have learned two things, that is first one refraction of light and second one total internal reflection, okay. So when you are drawing ray diagrams, you have to keep in mind these two things, refraction and total internal reflection, okay. Then when you are drawing the ray diagram, always try to find the incident angle at the surfaces, okay. If you can find it, try to find, show the angle of incidence in the diagram, okay. So this much for today. Next day we will see another few ray diagrams, that is B and C to deviate a ray of light through 180 degree, then to erect the inverted image without producing deviation in its path. Then more few ray diagrams we will see, and we will keep in mind two things, refraction, first point refraction, and second point total internal reflection, okay. So I'm ending it here, okay. Thank you everyone.